Welcome to Module 5. In this module, you'll know the business. First, you must register a corporation, either an S Corp or a limited liability company, LLC, with the Department of State. This can typically be done online through their website and is seamless. So let's take a look at an example of registering at the Secretary of State. Here in Florida, we use sunbiz.org. So you would go to your division of corporations and press Start a Business. And if you know which type of business, if it's going to be a limited liability company or a profit corporation, then you would choose that. So I'm going to choose limited liability company. I'm going to scroll down, and here are the steps to create a limited liability company. So you have to review the instructions for filing an article of organizations. You have to gather your information, because once you exit this form, you can't go back and you would have to start all over again, and you have to have a valid format of payment. So if you do not pay while you are submitting your form, then it will not be submitted electronically. So what we're going to do is we're going to press File. And at this point, you're going to either choose that you're going to file in Articles of Organization, a brand new form, or you're going to correct your old form because maybe there was an error. So I'm going to check this box and press Start New Filing. All right. So the information that they ask you is for the effective date. So that is the date that your company is going to start doing business. So the effective date could be whatever date you want. It could be 90 days into the future, or it can be backdated 1 week. So typically you would put like today. Your company is doing business today. The required filing here in Florida is $125. And with your filing, you can get a certificate of status, which some companies want a certificate of status, and a certified copy. Here you're going to put the name of your LLC, and it must end with LLC. So you can put Slingshot LLC. And then here you're going to put the principal place of business. So business is actually, your business address is very important. So you want to be able to put a corporate building. If you are conducting business from home, please do not put your home address here. Please use a virtual address that is a corporate commercial area, because that's going to be the best course of action when you want to get business loans and business lines of credit and start establishing your credit. You don't want to show these creditors that you are doing business from home. So if you don't have a virtual address, please use the link below this video. So you're going to have an Opus link, and that company is very good. That's the company that I use for virtual addresses, and they actually help you establish your business credit. After you're done putting your either your corporate office or your virtual address here, you're going to put your mailing address, which should be the same as the principal, so you can check this box, and then the register agent. The register agent has to be someone in the same state as the company that you're filing. So if you're filing here in Florida, the register agent has to be here in Florida. So you can put yourself as the register agent for your company. If you wanted a business to serve as the register agent, then you can put that information here, because some companies have holding companies that own them. So you can put that information here, and then you would put the address of the registered agent here, and you would type in the entire name of the registered agent if it's a person or if it's a company. Then you're going to scroll down, and this is optional, but if you've already done your mission statement, then you can paste it here in this area. A notice of annual reports is just letting you know that every year you have to renew your LLC between the months of January 1st and May 1st. After May 1st, you are going to receive a late fee or penalty, which can be upwards of $400 here in this state. So an annual report is $138.75, and the late fee is $400. After that, you're going to provide your email for your business, because the Secretary of State is going to email you whenever you have renewals due, as well as your receipts. And then you can go ahead and type your name in here so that you can sign electronically. And then here are the owners of the company. So for an LLC, you have either manager, you have authorized member, or authorized personnel. So for this section, you would just have to put your, fill in this information. So your title, last name, first name, and your initials, and your address. And this could be your home address. If you want a company to be the owner of your LLC, then you would just put the company's name here and the virtual address of the company. All right. And this is just extra spaces for multiple owners. Once you're done, you're going to press continue, and then they're going to ask you to verify the information. If everything looks correct, then you're going to press continue, and you are going to be directed to fulfill a credit card payment with them. Okay. The next course of action, second, you are going to do you're going to apply for an EIN for your new company. So you're going to go to irs.gov. So let's go ahead to irs.gov. All right, once we're here in irs.gov, we're going to go to this section here that says apply for an employer ID number. We're going to click on that, and then it lets you know the steps, okay? So there's 3 steps. Once, you need to determine your eligibility. So if you have a company, you need to be aware that you are going to be the responsible party for that company, and you're going to have to provide your social security number in order for you to get the EIN, okay? Your company that you're registering, the principal business should be located in the United States or U.S. territories, and you are going to be applying for a tax ID number for your company. So basically, the EIN, it stands for Employer Identification Number, and it's the social security of your new business, okay? Step 2 is understanding the online application process. So it's going to take about 15 minutes, and then you're going to submit your application, and you're going to get your EIN immediately upon completion, which is great. So you're going to press apply online now, and right now it's unavailable. But in this process, what they do is they ask for all the business information. So you need to put the business name, the business virtual address or corporate address, the business's phone number and email, and then they're going to ask for your personal information, and then they're going to ask for company logistic information. So they're going to ask, well, what type of company is it? Is it an LLC or S Corp or C Corp? They're going to ask you what type of business you're conducting, or what type of business it's going to be labeled as. Is it a restaurant? Is it a bar? What type of business is it? You need to be able to provide that information, and then they're going to ask for your social security number, and they're going to ask how you want to be taxed. So does the company have one person as the owner or two people. If it has two people, then it's going to be taxed as a partnership. But if it has multiple people, then it's going to be taxed as an LLC. You can also change your election and you can be asked to be taxed as a corporation. So for my particular business, I request to be taxed as a corporation. All right. So third, once your articles of organization is completed and you've received your EIN number instantly, then you can open up a bank account. So the number one bank that I recommend is actually a credit union, and it's called Navy Federal Credit Union. And the reason why I recommend that bank is because they give business lines of credit and business loans to brand new businesses upwards of $50,000. So I highly recommend that you open up a business bank account with them. Other companies that I also use are Chase Bank and Wells Fargo. So you can just choose whatever bank you resonate with or whatever bank is like local in your city or state. Next, step 4, we're going to fund our new business account with anywhere between $1,000 to $3,000 because that is the money that we're going to be using in order to process a down payment for our Slingshot. After that, you are going to start writing your business plan. Your business plan is vitally important, especially if you want to obtain business loans or business line of credit in order to purchase the Slingshots. So you can do a quick 1-2 page layout that just shows a guideline for your business. So your business plan should include acquisitions all the way through financing. It should show your projected revenues and whatever marketing strategy you have. So what I recommend is for you to go to the SBA.gov, and they have a sample business plan here. Go right here to business guides and scroll down to write your business plan. So here you'll be able to get a template so that you can start structuring your business plan the right way. Okay, so you have a traditional plan and you have a lean startup plan, and I recommend the lean startup plan. That is what I used, and these are the different sections for the traditional, which is executive summary, company description, marketing analysis, organization and management, service or product line, marketing and sales, funding request, and financial projections and appendix. Now, for the lean startup, which is phenomenal, all you have to do is it's one page, and you have to just represent what your key partnerships are, your key activities, and your resources. So let's take a look at an example. All right, awesome. So here is an example of a company, and this is it. This is it. This is the lean startup business plan. So it's one page, and what you're doing is you're identifying the company, you're identifying the solution, you are identifying your competition, your marketing strategy, or the activities you're going to do. So here it says that they will communicate with customers with an email newsletter, targeted Google and Facebook ads, social media, and in-person craft fairs, and your team. So that's obviously all of the owners of the company, the problem that you are basically solving, right? So this is the problem and this is your solution to the problem. Your target market, so who are you targeting? So their target is obviously adults. Revenue streams, so it says here that they will sell directly to customers. So when it comes to the Slingshot business, your target audience are typically going to be tourists, and your revenue streams, you're going to be directly selling to to people who want to rent the Slingshot. Your expenses are going to be, if you're financing the Slingshot, your expenses are going to be the actual finance coverage or note of the Slingshot, maintenance, gas, and insurance, and then your milestones. So, how do you see your business growing and how do you see you scaling the business? So, this is the best way in order to organize your business initially in the beginning if you didn't want to do like a 10-page business plan, okay? All right, let's move on. All right, number 6. So, you're going to acquire your Polaris Slingshot asset from the dealership either through, cash, financing, credit card, and then you are going to set up a website to generate online traffic. So, presence is very, very important. The first thing you want to do is either get a landing page or get a website. And people are actually going to be able to book and reserve on your website. So you can use companies like Squarespace, Shopify, or GoDaddy. Those are just a few. And after you are done with your website, you definitely want to list your business on Google and link your website, because people who are Googling, let's say, for example, Slingshots in Atlanta, then your company will become will show up on Google, and they will be able to click on your website and book instantly. You then want to set up your social media. Social media is very important, especially now in 2022. So you want to be able to set up an Instagram, a Facebook business page, a Twitter, TikTok, and Snapchat. And you just want to have relevant content on there. So you're going to be showing videos of your Slingshot, you renting them out, how fast, what are the features, the ins, the outs, all of that stuff. And then number 8, you are going to start marketing your new rental, because it's time for you to get your first renter, okay? So that is it for this module. I will see you in the next module.